All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakar Kadash, double honor to the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And this topic is pretty much in going into the fear of the Lord, or more so of when you receive things that you should be still just as afraid, because the Lord can give you something just for you to just for it to be something bad, really. Or he could give you something and easily take it away. And these things are also very important because we will say this all through the blessing of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but we also have to make sure that we're not of the wicked. And you got guys that will just that's wicked and actually try to think they're getting something good when the whole reality you could just be setting yourself up. Or the Lord can be setting you up for to show that you've been wicked the entire time. And this really goes for us to make sure that we're praying to make sure that we're not going off. You got guys that will literally take this truth for granted, try to pretend that they're receiving blessings and through wicked ways, doing their wicked ways, trying to make it seem like they're doing something good. Because you got guys in this truth that are actually, I mean, they're everywhere. You got guys pretty much everywhere that's just wicked. You got guys that will come into this truth. I mean, it's and we have no control of that. There may have been guys that was really sincere, but they made the Lord pretty much. You got the Lord that pretty much is like, you done your part. Now I'm gonna have to spew you out. So it always varies. So I'm gonna just get straight into the scripture, which is Proverbs 8:13. It says, "The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth." So just even it said even the key word right there, and the evil way. So even with the evil way, we got to make sure that we're not following those evil ways. We got to make sure that we're fearing the Lord correctly. Because you got guys that will say they're fearing the Lord, but they really don't. Those are what you would technically call heretics, really. Or if anything, they're more like plotters. But those are the heretics that just will say things just to benefit themselves. They're not really believing in the Most High and the Son. They're not believing on your. They calling on the name of Yahweh Shah, but they're not doing the things of them. Or they'll do it just for their own vain reputation. And it says, "In the froward mouth do I hate." So the Lord hates these things. The Lord can see through you if you're doing trying to do something wicked. It may not happen right away. Sometimes it will. But sometimes the Lord will make it gradual to where it'll be till it'll be like 5 years before you be exposed. Who knows? 2 years. It doesn't matter. The Lord has a way of opening people's eyes. And it's a way we can't even understand it. We don't have that type of power. We don't have the spiritual power. We don't even understand how spiritual power even works with us. Because guess what? We only know and we accept the fact that it comes from the Most High. We can't do it on our own. But these guys, you got guys that will probably, for example, want to jump rank thinking they doing something, or they want to show their talents, or some other mess, thinking they doing it. The Lord exalted who He wants. You trying to exalt yourself, you're bound to be caught. So when it comes to the Lord giving us gifts, we gotta take that with appreciation, and we also gotta still be in fear that it'd be like, hey, let's say for example, you may receive money. Well, guess what? The Lord can put you in a predicament with that money get taken. Because guess what? You're still in Esau's captivity. You're supposed to be sincere in your thanks, in your tawadas from Yahweh Shah to give you that gift. Don't just take it and run with it and say, "Oh yeah, I got the money now. This and that," or "I got to be next in line or a higher rank, so I'm allowed to do this and that with anybody that's under me." Because That's not how this is supposed to work. So Isaiah 45:7 says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So, and I say it time and time again, if he can create a light or form a light and create darkness, how come we can't? In this, not even just how come we can't do it, but if he could do that and we can't, what makes you think he could give you something and not take it away? These are the reasons why we have to fear the Most High, fear Yahweh Shah, because there's a simple fact that we can't do these things. We don't have no spiritual power. We can't make ourselves do anything. We just playing the part, and this is their game, really. We're playing the part. We're all following the role suited. We can't be out here thinking we're actually doing these things on our own. When we receive a gift, it has to be in all thanks, in all sincerity. Hell, just being able to be part of the truth, or to be part of the truth, that's a gift. Because your eyes can still go back to the world. They could go back to being blinded, as we have seen guys that come and go. They go back, and then guess what? That's a scary thought, because the Lord has given you a gift, and you abused it, or you wasn't doing the right thing. So guess what? He put you back in darkness. That in itself is very scary. So the things that is given to us, we got to be still in the fearful thought that, hey, the Lord is merciful and kind and beautifully loving, but he's still a fearful power that you shouldn't just take for granted. And that's the problem with a lot of guys, is that they really take this for granted. So that's why praying, as even the Camp Elder likes to really tell me and pretty much all the Akim, that praying is always the number one thing. You can not pray, and then you can still be doing things out of sincerity, but the Lord still has his way to like, hey, I can still send you back in the world. So these are all examples that's all relevant. How the Lord, you can pray, and because you're wicked, you could just be praying. Your prayer may be your downfall, which is something, Lord willing, that doesn't happen to me or any other brother, really. Any sincere brother, I should say, because that's what this is really for. Is the sincere brothers. This truth is for sincere brothers. You got guys that are only in this for fame, popularity, and views. But guess what? That's just to help us make us. That's really to make the sincere brothers stronger, to watch out for things that you don't want to be like. Because the Lord always shows an example. The Lord gave the fame seekers a gift of seeking fame, or wanting women, or to be Mr. Breakdown, or deep scriptures, you name it. But guess what? The Lord easily takes those gifts back. Or, well, yeah, it just easily takes them gifts back. Because guess what? Once you run out of material, the fame dies down. Guess what? The fame was taken. Or guess what? You just have that gift of fame was probably still on you. So guess what? You're getting nothing but the wicked. You getting wicked fame. The good fame was taken, so now you got placed with the wicked fame. And that's the problem with a lot of these guys. It's always about the fame. They're not sincere about a lot of things, or they're not sincere with brothers. Because it's all sorts of things. Brothers going through all sorts of things. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of things I never heard of that other brothers went through with stuff in their camps. Some probably more mad than what I'm seeing. But it's still the simple fact that these guys are just out of their minds. So this is Matthew 6:1. It says, "Take heed that you do not your alms before men, to be seen of them." So when I went into the definition of alms, it says something such as money or food, which is pretty much giving anything. Just for example, it says giving freely to relieve the poor. So even as the scriptures have said, it says, take heed that you did not your alms before men to be seen of them. So you got guys that's doing alms on the wicked side, and you got brothers doing alms on the righteous side. It's all about the righteousness of things, and this what these people fail to understand. These alms are not the wicked alms is something you shouldn't be seeking. Something to be seen of them. You don't want to be seen of men. You want to be seen of the Lord and Most High. Those are the things that we should be doing our alms in. Make sure it's out of sincerity. To really relieve other brothers. To say, hey, brothers, do you need anything? Or you might be just help a person in need in need in the world. Hey, it's all out of spirituality. It's all about if I'm doing the right things. Yeah, we may say fuck the 2/3 or don't pray for these people, but you may come across where a person might desperately need some help, or like say you got the homeless that would like ask for money or food. There's nothing wrong with that, so long as it's out of sincerity. So it says, otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. And guess what? They are getting their reward. They want to be seen of men. They want to get the fame, the glory. Yeah, y'all getting it. It won't last long, but y'all getting it. Then guess what? Because you wasn't really out here really seeking your salvation, you're going to seek destruction. And Lord willing, Lord willing, me and the Akim don't, or others here, the brothers won't get destruction. It's all, of course, it's all about the elect, but we gotta ensure our survival is elect by the Lord's will. But these guys, they receive their reward. They're gonna get destruction because they wasn't doing this out of sincerity. They wasn't even seeking that salvation. They're seeking that salvation in this captivity to be seen of men or get women views. They got their reward. We still seeking ours. We as in the hopeful elect that's doing this in sincerity. We're still seeking our rewards, hoping in that day that we receive it. Because guess what? We don't know when the Lord's going to return. The Lord don't even know when He's going to return. So we gotta wait. We gotta wait patiently, and pray that the time comes sooner, and pray that we are of the elect. We're still seeking that reward, and that's what's really important. We have Lord when we have Lord when we don't end up like these guys. So with that, Shalom.